Hello, 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 everyone. Yes, it's another episode of The Question. Welcome to this episode of The Question. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful day. I'd like to ask the first question. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing on YouTube land and as well as Facebook land? How everybody's doing? What's the weather and all that good stuff? See, tonight, I like to tell you this before I go into anything that on Thursday is Thankful Thursday. We don't got to wait for November when it's Thanksgiving Day, but Thursday should always be a day of Thanksgiving. So as we sit back and relax, I want you to look up there, right there. Do you see that says live? Simply mean you're in the live audience. You got 5 seconds to share the live right there. Share the live, invite a friend, invite the neighbor, invite somebody down the road. It doesn't even matter. Just invite somebody to this special episode that we are having tonight. Tonight is one of those episodes that you say, God is so good that He allowed things like this to happen. Because we are having something and we are doing something that we never did before on this show. If you can see my jewelry, then you will get a hint of what I'm about to do tonight. Sit back, relax, get you a drink, get whether it's water, wine, tea, whatever it is, and know that tonight's episode is an episode that you will never forget. This is your host, Verona Willis-Brown, saying, welcome to the question. And I will now welcome our very first guest. Guess where he's tuning in from? Yes, our very first guest is tuning in straight from the motherland. My brother coming up from Nigeria. My brother, welcome to this episode of The Question. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm really
Oh,
so grateful.
wow. Listen, all the way from Nigeria.
Yes.
People, it, right now, let them know what time is it over there.
This is exactly 12:07 a.m. in Nigeria. That's
A.M.
8 night.
12 a.m. in the morning,
Yeah.
and he's here with us. So I celebrate your dedication and I celebrate your time just to give us your bedtime. I mean, it passed our bedtime, your bedtime, just to be here with us. I really, really celebrate you and your time, your sleep time.
Thank you so much.
So, how are you? How is everything over there?
I'm fantastic and things are really working out here.
Yes, yes. So I want you to introduce yourself. I call him my brother Caleb. I want him to introduce himself to you out there and tell us a little bit about who Caleb is. And of course, we heard he's tuning in from Nigeria. Talk to us, my brother.
Okay, thank you so much. Before I go on and introduce myself, I have to thank you for this opportunity you have given to me because daily I do get a lot of questions. People ask me, say, how were you able to do this? How were you able to do that? And most of the times I don't have the time to explain. So shows like this give me the opportunity to like talk to the whole world to answer some of the questions that people usually ask on a daily basis. So I have to thank you for giving me for bringing me up on this platform. And let me go on and introduce myself. I'm Njoku Caleb, and I'm joining the program from the southeast of Nigeria. So, and Njoku Caleb is a petroleum engineer professionally, but I decided to carve a niche for myself into the writing. So, right now I have a lot of things that I do, but I've really done a lot of work. I've really written a lot of books and other articles. So that is Njoku Caleb for now. there are other dimensions of Njoku Caleb which I don't think is relevant to the program. So, but just have it that Njoku Caleb is a petroleum engineer professionally, but also a writer. Are you there?
My brother, if you're listening careful, he got so many things going on. But one of my main thing is he is a writer. He is a writer. And I love writers because no matter what profession you're in, writing is important. And I always come ready. I come ready every Thursday to write. Yep, I have my book and I have my pen. Every single Thursday I come with that. So, whenever you're ready, I am going to be sitting here like this and I'm going to be writing because I love writers. I love
That is
writers.
fancy.
Yes. I mean, writers matter. Without writers, you don't have a show.
That is
Without
true.
writers, you don't have a book.
Of course.
Without writers, you don't have a lot of things because our first letters are ABC. So we start with our ABC and we learn how to write. So I want you to talk to us about, before we go any further, let me introduce this brother a little bit more. I want you to take a look at this. If you notice, I just show you his work. His book is called Writing Ad Copy. My brother,
Yeah.
it's a comprehensive guide to writing great ad copy. Usually somebody would write a fancy topic, a fancy title, or something that's more catching. But I love this comprehensive look. So talk to us about that cover and that book, the content of it.
Actually, the cover, I designed the cover. I'm also a graphic designer. I told you a lot of things I do. So I designed the cover. And before I came up with that topic, I realized that advertisement, or another way around, call it marketing, is what everybody, no matter what you do. So we all do advertisements. And it's very, very important that we understand the right way, the right approach, what to do at each stage, and what to do in order to get result at the end of the day. Because no matter what you do, your main target is at the end of the day that you get sales. So I thought of it that this is something that we all need to have a very good understanding, because as I said earlier, no matter what you do, no matter the service you're into, advertisement or marketing is very, very important. And I believe it is the backbone of every business, and it's also what determines the survival and failure of every business. So I've really read and I've also gone to a lot of seminars. I've really learned a lot. So I feel one of my key components, one of my responsibilities is not only to gather knowledge for myself. I believe whatever knowledge that I gather, it is my responsibility, and for it to be fruitful, it has to be given back to the people. So I've really learned a lot in marketing. I've been into marketing for long. So I just felt like this is what people need, because everybody needs, as everybody, we all do marketing. So I just felt like this is what I need to give back at this moment.
I hope everyone is listening because no matter what you are doing, advertisement is the key. Advertisement is the key. So if you're going into if you're going into being an author, if you're going into being a profession, whatever profession you're going in, marketing and advertisement is the key. See, I learned this a long time ago, that advertisement is what catch your eyes. Because sometimes the image is what draws your attention. It draws your attention. And what they do with commercials, if you don't pay attention, you will miss it. What they will do with a commercial, when you're watching a good show and a commercial comes on, it's louder. The volume is loudest. I don't know if anyone noticed this, but I learned this a long time ago when I did my marketing course. The commercial is louder because that's called advertisement. When you're advertising, you have to catch the attention of your customers. So when my brother's sitting there writing a book, the book is talking about advertising what you are selling, advertising what you have. It does make a difference how you present it. It makes a difference how you create something and how you present it. Okay, we just lost Caleb for a second, but we're going to get him back. But it does make a difference how you present to your potential buyers, your potential customers. Because everyone, is it that you're buying or you're selling? Is it that you're buying or you're selling? So either way you look at it, advertisement is the key. I think we got him back. Hold on, let's see.
I'm back.
We got him back. Yes, we got him back.
I lost my connection.
That's okay. We can go down and we come, but we're going to keep going. That is how we are going to do here. We didn't lose you. We lost a connection, but we reconnect. We're back. That is what we do.
Yes.
So yes, so talk to us again. We were talking about advertisement is the key. And tell us how important it is to advertise your business.
Okay, this really focuses on how to write advertisement copy, because as you said earlier, everything goes down to writing. So you have to understand how you can be able to, whether you're planning to go with a video, whether you're planning to go with website content, whatever way you're planning to go to advertise a product or service, you need to understand how will I be able to structure my advertisements, who am I targeting, who are my potential clients, and how do I channel my content, or how do I structure my content so that it meets them, so that it can be attention grabbing. Because at the end of the day, you have to write advertisement copy in such a way that once someone comes across it, looking at it within a few seconds, you should be able to capture the mind of the potential customer you're looking up to. So that is where I focus the book on. It's not only in general advertisement, it's only focused on how you can be able to write advertisement copy so that it can be able to produce it at the end of the day.
Like I told you, I came with my pencil, so you're going to see me writing. I'm telling you, if you don't have your pen and your paper ready for what my brother is putting out here, you better go get it. You need to go get it right now, because I'm writing. I'm learning right here. I'm learning. So you mentioned attention grabber. Do you go according to size? You think size when you put in something for the potential buyers? You think there are different elements that you need to consider? What are some of the elements that you consider when you're putting out an ad to attract your potential buyers?
Okay, one of the things you need to consider is your buyer personnel. That is, who is your target audience. Let's say you are producing, you have a product. Let's say you have a book, and the book is on how to overcome sexual addiction. And for this book to be able to really make sales, you need to target. You don't need to target somebody at the age of 50, because somebody at the age of 60, 50 is not struggling with sexual addiction. So you need to have an age range. This is the age range I'm targeting. I need to define their language. What are the terms they are familiar with? What are the things that are associated with now? So if you can be able to define this thing, you have been able to define your buyer persona. So it helps you in structuring your target so that it can actually grab the attention of the targeted or the buyer persona you're having in mind.
Mm. Good Lord, my brother, you're coming up with some good. You're coming up with juicy stuff. This is like a whole gravy on my food.
Mm.
Oh, yes. And what he failed to mention, people, because I am going to tell, that is an author of not only that one book that I mentioned earlier. How many books do you have, my brother?
I have one.
Yes, I want you to tell it because I want to celebrate you on every last one of those books.
I have 147 books right now.
How many?
147 of them.
I'm going.
147.
This call for something to drink. I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't know. I told y'all to get you a drink. I don't care what you drink. Get something because I was ready to raise my glass to my brother. I was ready to raise my glass to him. 147. Raise my glass to you. Wow. I can't cheer you 147 times, but I'm going to send it from my heart. My brother, did you hear that? He said he got 147 books out there, published
Yes,
books.
that's what it is.
Woo. Wow, congratulations, 147 times, plus the other 147 that's coming.
That is just of God.
Wow, what a God. What is your best, or who is your best inspiration?
My best inspiration is myself. I inspired myself because there's this kind of life, as I said earlier, the essence of learning, the essence of getting any knowledge is for you to give back to the society. It's just like
Yes.
being in school, you study to a certain level, you have to start teaching others, to start bringing others, to start imparting that knowledge to others. So I feel that it is my responsibility to give back. So no matter the knowledge, as I said earlier, okay, I've not mentioned in this show. I'm a kind of person. I so much love learning. I love learning. Every day of my life has always been learning once or another. It's actually helped me in many areas. Like as I said, like, there are a lot of things that I can actually do. So they all came through learning. So I feel that it is my responsibility that when I gather knowledge to an extent that I feel that yes, I've really known much in this field now, then I'll give back to the society. And then writing is something that I take interest, even till now. I think that was from high school. I find myself doing so well in writing. So I didn't went on to study anything relating to writing. So as I said, writing is what everybody do. So it's something that I've been interested in right from my high school. So I feel that that is the best way I can give out.
Oh my God. The best inspiration is yourself. Did you hear that? Because if
Yeah.
you don't inspire yourself, who's going to inspire you? It all starts and stops with you individually. Because individually, then you can have collectively. So when it starts with you, my brother just said it. His best inspiration is himself. You have to learn to motivate yourself. You have to learn to inspire yourself. You have to learn to push yourself. You have to get up every single day and say, today I am going to do something. Today I want to do something different from yesterday. Today I'm going to push. Today you have to be a different kind of learner. I love to learn. And he just said that he loved to learn also. So you have to put yourself into that spot to want to learn something. Because what you learned yesterday might not be valid today. Might not be valid. You mentioned you got 147 books.
Yes.
I want to jump into a category that you have listed. You have a
Okay.
category of books, health books. We are so into our health at this time. We are so needed to pay attention to our health at this time. We are so into knowing health and wellness is important at this time. You have a collection out there, and you have a collection on health and wellness. Now,
Yes.
tell us the story behind those collection.
Okay. Growing up from a family of six, uh, we had only one girl. So the way we were brought up, my mom made it as a responsibility for us guys to know how to cook. So let me just say, right from childhood, I've been in the kitchen. And as I said, it's isn't funny. So as I said earlier, the essence of learning is to give back. So it got to this point that I was like, I don't want to like be like the usual being in the kitchen. I want to take this knowledge. I want to go extra mile so that I can be able to like come out, be able to like carve out certain niche. Because now most of the times the essence of eating or one of the most important reason why we eat is for health. So I felt that this was a subject that needs to be studied. So I contacted a lot of professionals who I know that are really doing well when it comes to health related food. And I was able to meet a lot of them. I had a one-on-one session. Some of them I was able to engage them on a video call. So I actually met a lot of people. And what I usually do, let me just highlight this now. What I usually do
Yes.
is that whenever I'm on any meeting or in any location, I'm good in creating outline. So while I'm learning at the same time, I'm creating my outline. So when I now go back, now I sit back, gather all the information that I have at hand, go into deeper research. If there are things that need to be practiced, I go ahead and practicalize them. So at the end of the day, I have all the information that I need. Then I now have to structure it and
Hmm.
leave out. So that was how it started. So when I said, okay, I want to go into know more on how to cook health related food. So I contacted a lot of them. I was able to meet some of them. They shared a lot of information. And while those information was coming, I was at the same time giving out. And mind you, this health related something. It's not something that you do based on knowledge. I really experimented with a lot of them and so okay, yes, it's actually true. This thing works. Before I was able to like put it down in push.
Mm. And I'm telling you, people, if you see that collection of books, yes, because he go direct into information and food for the liver, for the kidney, for he direct stuff. They're specific, and he just went mentioned the word structure. He was specific, targeted, and I guess it goes back to our beginning book where we're talking about advertisement. It goes back to that because when you target a specific thing, you get more result. You get more result because if one of his books says, I think it's talking about the liver or the kidney or whatever it was, but he target that specific area. So when you are going to ailment, you got to know which area of your body that you are targeting, which area of your body you're targeting. Know where we can get those books and support you. I think we got frozen. I think we froze. I think we frozen. We lost Caleb again. So again, he's tuning in from Nigeria. It's past his bedtime. It's 12 a.m. there in Nigeria. So it passes bedtime. And for those of you who are watching on the live, remember it is about how you marketing whatever you have, whatever your potentials are, whatever whatever you're about to put together. It's about your target audience. So when you have a target audience, it is easier for you to get that sales. So even if you're not a published author yet, even if you're not a chef yet, even if you're not in a profession yet, but you have an idea, work that idea and structure that idea so you can create advertising and you can create marketing skills, which will be more effective. Here we go. We got Caleb again. We are not
Thank
going to lose you, brother. We're not going to lose you. Welcome
you.
back.
Thank you.
We're not gonna lose you. Don't worry. Once you're there, we're gonna come back and get you. You know, I oftentimes says this that I love to travel. I'm a traveler. I'm a world traveler. I go in and I travel. And when I get an opportunity like this, where I am in Africa at this point, I just travel all the way to Nigeria. So I love to travel, and this right here, this is the first time I went this far out of the country while I'm still at home. So I always say, I always say this is such a great traveling experience for me. It's a great traveling experience. Now I'm in Africa. No, just perfect. Just perfect. And God got a way where He set this up where I am having a Nigerian brother sitting on my platform. This is a pleasure. So I was saying earlier for you to let us know where we can purchase your book and support you. Give us your book links where we can get your books and let us know how we can follow you. Put your social media handles so we can follow you. And I'm going to ask, what's next for Caleb?
What next? Should
Yes.
you
What is it?
is that the question?
Yes. What's next for you? What else you working on?
Of course, there are really a lot of them. Just I'm going to share my hands. Just stay very close to those handles. At times goes I will be updating you on what is coming up next.
Yes, and we want to know what's coming up for you. So we want you to put your social media handles and then you can put a book link so we can follow you and we can know what you're coming up with next. Oh,
Okay.
this has been a pleasure.
I'm going to drop it. Once you follow that link, you're going to get all the links. It's just like a portfolio. So once you follow it, you're going to meet me in all the social media, including
Yes.
my Kindle account, my Facebook, all of them. They are all together. So should I go ahead and call it?
Yes, you can post it right there and then we will take it from there. Oh, so I just want to say thank you so much for gracing us past your bedtime, I believe. You know, because, yeah, 12 a.m. 12 a.m. for me is already past my bedtime. So I want to thank you so very much for gracing us with your presence here on this episode of The Question. Coming all the way, people. I said all the way from the motherland. All the way, my brother. I celebrate your success.
Thank you so much, man.
I celebrate all that you are doing. And I send peace to you. I send peace to your home. And I send blessing to your home, to your family, to your community, to your country. I send all of that to you. I don't know if you're going to be going off to bed, but I send love and joy and strength in whatever you do. I oftentimes tell my guests that to my left, which you can't see, but I could see it, is a chair. That chair is called a guest chair. And that chair is saying that you are now a guest. You are now a part of this family because I don't have fan. I don't like the word fan. You are a family. You are family here. So this chair will now have your name on it. And it is saying that you are very much welcome here anytime you want. Whenever you want to show up, this chair is saying, come on in. This is your home. This is your space. This is how we do. I'm like the mother that will say, welcome back home. So feel free whenever you're ready to show up, knock, and I will let you back into this place. Thank you so much for gracing us with your
Thank
presence.
you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I told you. When God is doing something, He does it well. He does it quite well. And this is why I show up every Thursday, show up with the intent to do what I do best, and that is to inspire you, to motivate you, and empower you into being the great, great being that you are. So when a Thursday like this clash, I have a Thursday, when you get up and you're in two different parts of the world at the same time, then you know there's a God. This episode is an episode that nothing like this have ever happened thus far. This is an episode where I say, God, you just let me travel to two different countries at the same time. So before I bring the next guest on, I am going to exit myself for a moment as we wait to see her work, because she's coming from a whole different spectrum, a whole different place. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear viewers, it is a pleasure, a humbling pleasure, a thankful Thursday, where I just came from Nigeria with my brother. And now, I must say, I will travel straight to Jamaica. My dear Patricia. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are you, darling?
I'm doing okay, thank you.
I just came from Africa, so give me a second. Look, I just came from Africa, so I gotta get my glass and quench my thirst,
Do your thing.
because this is what happened when you travel to two different parts of the world in the same night.
I know, right?
I just came from Nigeria and now I'm in Jamaica. My dear people, my dear viewers, my dear viewers, there's a God, because only Him can do that. Take me to two different parts of the world in 1 hour. I cheers. So, my dear, I asked the question. That's my first question. How are you?
I'm doing great.
So, people, I like to come representing my guest. So here is my representation for this guest. So I will just exit myself and have her introduce herself to you, and let her tell you where she's tuning in from, not because of the color that I'm wearing, but I'll have her tell you exactly where she's tuning in from. Go ahead, my dear.
Well, I am Patricia Cameron, tuning in from Jamaica. I'm a proud Jamaican. I work in the early childhood institution at a primary school here. I'm also a writer and a poet. Now, teaching is my profession, writing is my passion, and I'm also a humanitarian. And I'm representing the wonderful parish of St. James, where Montego Bay, that popular city, is located.
She mentioned poet, teacher, humanitarian, and I don't know what else, but whatever it is, I was just trying to count. And oh, did she mention that she's a mother?
Oh, yes.
Yes, and she's a mother. So first of all, I like to celebrate my guest of their titles. So I want to celebrate you and all of those. But the first one is being a mother. See, a mother is a life bearer. We hold that title of a life bearer, and we hold that very strong. So from one mother to another mother, I celebrate and extend my heart to you.
Thank you.
Ah, so like I said, people, we are now traveling in Jamaica. So, my darling, because we are traveling in Jamaica, I come prepared. I got my coconut water.
Oh,
Yes, I come prepared. I even though I come right in. Oh, she did mention that she was a teacher, right? So I come prepared with my pen and my notebook, but I come with my glass of coconut water. Yes. So tell us one thing before I go into her telling us anything. I had a talk with this lovely lady here, this lovely queen sister here. I had a talk with her, and I want her to tell you herself. What is she so proud of the most? Tell them.
if me proud of Jamaica one more time. I'm a proud Jamaican. I will say it loud and I'll say it proud. Yeah, man.
Okay, before we go any further again, I want you to get your thing because we might have to write a little translation and all that stuff. See, I told you, I couldn't say it any better. She's proud Jamaican, and I'm just trying to represent for her. Proud Jamaican. Yes, I love it. I love it. So talk to us. Talk to us about, oh, I'm not sure if she mentioned that she is a founder of a charity. Talk to us about that.
All right. As I did mention, I'm a humanitarian. Giving comes naturally to me. I don't just sympathize, I empathize because I have been there, so I can relate. Therefore, I started a charity program called the Green Flag Charity Program. We cater to the needs of the less fortunate here in and around Montego Bay, basically Western Jamaica, because we have persons on our program from Hanover, as far as Hanover. Now, our motto is we are the voice of the voiceless, and our mission is to be the change by making a difference in one life at a time. So the Green Flag Charity Program is pretty young. It started in January. I'm the founder, as stated before, / president, and I have a team of 4, namely Miss White, Miss Paulette Campbell, Miss Angela Anderson, and Mr. Kendrick Leslie. Miss White is Miss Judith White. So we are the team that go around and try our best to cater to the needs of the persons there who are less fortunate. However, we need more donors to come on board. Big up all who have been supporting us and donating to the program. But we're here to let the world know that we need more donors to come on board to support this worthy cause.
And what is the name of the charity you said?
It's the Green Flag Charity Program.
Green Flag Charity Program. And how can they donate to that program?
Okay, they can. I'm on Facebook. I use social media to get the word out about my recipients, right? So I'm on Facebook. They can inbox me. They can comment because I'm always posting about the charity. My number and other contact, email, etc., is on my charity page. It's the Green Flag Charity page on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram. I use my middle name, Jacqueline Cameron 876. So they can get me on any of those platforms. I'm always available and I answer the messages speedily.
Listen, effective, okay? Effective.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Be the
Okay.
change.
Listen, you got to be effective. You got to be effective now, because if you're not effective, you won't have no end result.
Oh no.
And
now, one correction, Verona. I'm a teacher
Yes.
/ caregiver. Just to clear that up.
Listen, I told you. Listen here. See, I'm trying to add up all her titles going on. She's teacher slash
Caregiver.
caregiver. And who are you caregiver for?
The small children in the kindergarten.
Mm.
You
So
know, we have
she's
to tend to their needs, either medical, emotional, supportive, as well as teaching. Yes. So I assist the
okay.
teachers in that way by being a caregiver for them as well. And I
Okay.
love doing it. Yes.
As you can see, her bubbly attitude. You see her bubbly. You see that vibrant. She's so passionate
I'm
about
so
what she
blessed.
does.
I'm blessed to be doing what I love. Yes.
She just got that bug. And I think that's what it is with Jamaicans. You know, we get excited.
Just
Oh
a whole
yes.
vibe. Just a whole vibe.
It's a whole. There you go. It's a whole vibe.
Yes. Yes.
So
Representing. Yes.
you you have the charity. You are a teacher slash caregiver. You're a mother of three.
Yes.
Yes, you mentioned mother of
Can I expand? Can
three.
I expand on that? Can I expand a bit?
Yes, you can.
So proud of my three kids. My sons, Shakim, Shardon, and my little daughter. She's 4, Miria. My sons are big though, 19 and 21, but my daughter is 4.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
children,
a
I
proud
hope.
mama.
What time is it there?
It's 6:44.
6:44. So they're not in bed. I was going to say it's time for bed, but they're not in bed as of yet. So I hope you're listening to your mother. I hope you're listening. You're somewhere. Listen to your mother and pay attention. Oh, the baby is 4. So the other 2, I hope they learn their lesson well.
They do. They did. I'm
Yes.
so proud of them. Yes.
And I am so, look, I'm going to sit there proud of you being proud of them.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
So you mentioned that you're a published author, you're a poet. And is your book related to your work?
Yes.
All right, so her book is called Stepping Out, Poems and Thoughts from Yard. Talk to us. Give us the inspiration. Give us the story behind it.
Well, it's actually my first official book. It's available on Amazon. It's a poetry book, though. It's a compilation of poems from high school to adolescence and a few currently at a mature age, but mostly from high school to adolescence. I had them thrown down like for years, as you would know. And I decided to step out of my comfort zone after some experiences. You know, we as female, we have our experiences, we have our
Yes.
issues. I made a conscious decision to step out, be me, express myself. And I have those poems and stories as well thrown down. I said, why not do a book? And I did it. And my son helped me to upload it on Amazon. So it's available on Amazon as an ebook. It's live right now,
Excellent.
ready and waiting.
So the book is called Stepping Out. So if you could talk to one woman right now who is on the edge, who is debating whether they should step out of their pride, step out, whatever situation they're in, what would you tell that one woman?
I will tell them to do it. Do not procrastinate. I had that regret for a long time. Then I realized, you know, it's my time. I'm a late bloomer, but not all of us are here to be a late bloomer. If you have that inspiration, that passion, do it. Do it now. Don't let anything stop you. Believe in yourself and go for it.
You hear
Yes.
it. Well, I couldn't have said that any better.
Yes.
I
Thank
couldn't
you.
have said that any better because time, I always use it that time is the master. Time is it. And when you have time, the time that you have is right now. The time is not
That's right.
tomorrow. Your time is right now. So if you so desire to, you don't have to be a published author like us. If you so desire to go into something, whatever you decide for, go after it. Let it be known because no one wants to go to their bed and say, oh, I don't want to do something. I don't think nobody say those things. I don't want to do something. Every one of us use the term, I do, I want to. It's very rare. I don't think we say, I don't. so often when we want to accomplish something. So if you want to accomplish something, go after it. Get it. Get
And you have
it.
to be self-motivated because a lot of time, especially in my experience, there are a lot of naysayers, a lot of persons that are inspired as you, so they don't understand your dream. So you have to learn to inspire yourself, develop a spirituality, and go within yourself and know what you want and go for it.
So if you're listening out there, if you're listening and you're still on the fence, you're still on the fence of trying to figure out what is it that I want to do? What is it I want to do? How do I get this done? It is called self-motivation. Self-motivation. When you self-motivate, I spoke to the guest earlier, and it's when you're talking back to, he said he inspired himself. And that it still goes back to self, because everything starts and stops with self. You have to tell yourself, I can do this. I want to accomplish this. I must accomplish this. And you're not doing it because your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your family, your community says it. You're doing it for you. You're doing it for you. You have to learn how to rise up out of the dust. Because we all been in the dust. We all been in the dirt. We all wallow into whatever. But we have to rise up. We have to hold our head up, because the moment we hold our head up, it's called hope. It is called hope.
And you never know who you're inspiring.
I heard someone said, your story is someone else's solution. It's someone else's solution. So no matter how you look at it, to say, my story is this, my story is that, someone is waiting to hear it. And also often we hold on to that. Oh, I don't want to tell my story. Oh, I don't want to talk about my story. Oh, my story is bad. My story is this. But your bad story might be somebody's good story. Might be somebody's good story. So we have, like I said, I'm not going to go into all the titles that our darling Patricia just named for herself, because all of that goes to self-motivation. All of that goes to self-motivation. Every last one of that went on into self-motivation for her to become all those titles that she listed earlier. All those titles. So let us jump into Jamaica I'm going to jump this in there. Jamaica is known for their entertainment, their beaches, their food, the people. And what else?
Our culture, our athletes. Don't forget Usain Bolt. Oh, please. We have so much going on for us. Our attractions. Jamaica, we are just unique. I could go on and on. You have all night. I mean, yes, we are unique. Not to mention. You're laughing. But it's true. We are unique. We have so much going on for us. And I'm proud of that.
Yes. And that I'm solely with you. I am solely with you that Jamaica is, I call them the call out. They're like a little call out country. They're very particular. They just highlight, look, just the color of their flag alone, okay? You know, just the color of their flag alone. And with all of that said, that, we have the athlete, we have the food, we have the entire culture, we have all of that. But I want to say, Jamaica is also known for authors, just like you.
Yes.
Folklore, just like you.
Louis Bennett, yes.
Yes. We are known for folklore. So when you see a Jamaican writing a poem or telling a story, how dear Maxine could probably tell you one, because yes, we know. Mm-hmm. Yes. So she could tell you. So Jamaicans, they're known for, don't think Jamaica just got here with poems. Tell us one of your childhood poems.
Ah, no. Don't put me on this spot. No. It's in the book.
Yeah.
They're
Okay,
on
so
the
it's
book.
in the book. So tell us the title. You don't have to say the entire thing, because we want people to go out there and get the book.
Yes.
I want you to tell us a title.
All right. The Quiet Neighbor is one of them. Proud Jamaica is one of them. Yes, that's one. But I'm not giving away too
No,
much.
don't give
Get the
away.
book.
No. You don't give away nothing. You don't give away nothing. We want to go out there. We want people to go out there and purchase the book. And when they purchase the book, I want you to
Yes.
tell them where they could. I think you mentioned already where they could follow you to give, to back up, and to talk to you and to communicate with you regarding the book or your charity.
Yes. Social media. Yeah.
Social media, you got her. Her name is
That's
beautiful,
platform.
written right there.
Yeah.
You can find her, get the book, support her work, tap
Yes.
into her work, and let's support and help each other grow. That is the reason of this platform, to help each other grow. Is there anyone that you want to shout out?
Oh God, I don't really like to call names because if I leave anyone out, I'll get in trouble. So big
Is
up,
there a
big
school
up.
that you want to shout out? All right, let's not call out
My
names,
daughter is
because
shouting out.
is there a school that you want to shout out?
Sure. Come here. Come here. One moment. Sorry. My daughter wants to ruin my interview. Say hi.
Oh, we got a young guest. Hello. See, we
This
have.
is
I'm telling
Maria.
you, I love Thursday. I love Thursday. Welcome to the show. And what is your name?
Maria.
Your name is Marianne?
Miria.
Miriam or Miriam?
Miria. Myria. Yes.
And what grade are you in?
Kindergarten 4.
Kindergarten 4.
Yes. Did you went to school today?
No, not yet.
Internet issues.
They're still on the internet.
Yes, internet issues because we're online. Had some issues today and
Okay.
yesterday. Yes.
See,
But as soon
I
as-
love Thursday. Look at this. I get bonus guests.
Yeah, she loves the spotlight more than me.
Okay, so look, let me interview her. See? Okay, and what do you want to talk to? What you did today?
I'm going to say, why are you not the shove it? Why get one chip?
I'm coming. Oh, my daughter is just bombing my interview right now.
She's a bonus guest.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yes, she's a
What was
bonus
the
guest.
question before? I got off track. What were you asking?
I was asking if there's a specific school that you want to shout out, because we don't want to call names, because then oftentimes we miss someone's name. And before we do that, we have in the audience, we have Lavon, we have Miriam Edwards. Miriam say, go Patricia, go Maria. Oh, so we got cheerleaders. We got cheerleaders here.
Thank you.
So
Yes, I'm gonna do some big up. Yes, big up time.
Right.
Yes, of course, big up my school, my place of employment, Catherine Hall Primary School, right here in St. James, Montego Bay, St. James. Big up all the teachers and members of staff. Love you loads. Big up also my former high school, my alma mater, Rusty's High, popular known as Russia. We used to be good in football, still good in football, so we're known as Russia. So big up all the Rusty's teachers, past students, present students. Big up yourself. Love you. Mwah.
And as
big up all
Jamaica
my
would say,
supporters. Yes, all my supporters and donors. Thank you so much. Persons who want to come on board, big up yourself, same way. Love it. All right, welcome.
as Jamaica would say, one love.
One love. And my book is on Amazon. It's live, so you can go on. You can inbox me for the link. It's available. I can give it to you. Go ahead.
Yes, and we'll put the link. We're going to put a link in the chat. Later on, we are
you.
going to drop the link in there. So if you don't get in touch with Patricia, I will drop the link in the comments so you can check out her book and support a sister as she go out and step it out into, what is it? Step it out. Oh, just stepping out.
I'm stepping out poems and thoughts from yard.
Woo! Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. So either way you look at it, we just need to step out.
Oh, and there's a poem in there about Rusties as well. My former high school poem dedicated to Rusties. So
Oh
all
my
my Russians, go out and grab it, please. All right.
Listen, all those schools that she just named, listen, staff, go out there, get the book, and support a sister as she stepped out because many of us need to step out. Many of us in situations that we need to step out of. Many of us need to step up mentally, not even physically, mentally. Many of us need to step out mentally and emotionally. So whether you see her book and whether or not she's talking about physical stepping out, you need to step out because certain situations are holding us down. And we often tend to sit in those situations too long. Too long. So it's time for us
Now
to
is the
step
time.
out. Step
Now is
out.
the time.
This
Yes.
is your time. If it's not today, then when?
Do
If
it.
it's not today, when? Time to step out. Time to step out of what you think and who will judge you and all these things. Self-motivate. Self-motivate and step out into your greatness because your greatness is waiting for you. I think Maxine held on to her book for many years before she decided to put it out into a book and all the stuff that she held on for so long. But that's the thing, we're holding on too long. We're holding on to things too long for no apparent reason because it's not benefiting us. That's number one. And you know it's not benefiting you because we are aware of when things are benefiting us and when things are not benefiting us. So it's time to step out. Ladies, and gentlemen, because we do have men out there that need to step out. We do have men out there that's still going through stuff, because I call them stuff. I call it stuff that's going through stuff that they use their ego and they match yourself to hide it. And one thing that I know men go through is abuse, but yet they refuse to talk about it. Men, it's time for you to step out just the same way. So if you are listening to this segment, I ask you, when will you step out and be the great person that you were created to be? We will not go to our grave empty. So, my dear sister, I want to celebrate you. I want to celebrate all that you have accomplished. I want to celebrate all your success. I want to celebrate all that is waiting for you. And like I always mention to my guests, that to my left, there's a chair. I call it my guest chair. And that chair is saying that now that you are here, you are part of this family. This is a safe place for you. This is a place where you get fed. You might not digest everything that you get here. However, I'm still going to feed you. This place is saying, come back whenever you want. It's an open door. Whatever your projects are, whatever you're doing, whatever you want to highlight, this is home for you. When you come back, I'll just tell you, welcome home. Present
Thank
what
you.
you have. So this has been a pleasure to serve you. This has been a pleasure to have you here on my platform with the bonus guests, with our bonus guests, our little baby princess there. So there is nothing more that we can say to anyone but to step out. We want to say step out. Step out into your greatness. Step out and self-motivate yourself. Because it's when you step out, you will achieve just what you were created to achieve. Patricia, do you have a final word for our viewers?
Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you got something from this. And if you haven't got anything, get this. Go out there and do it. Don't listen to persons, don't listen to the voices around, block them out, and do what you have to do. All of us have a purpose. So please go and find yours and work on it. All right. God bless.
She said it. I couldn't have said it any better. I couldn't put no icing on that cake. So again, here we are at the question saying, thank you for tuning in to this episode. This episode has been one that you have never seen before, and you may be not see it again because we just traveled to two different countries. So from my heart to your heart, I said peace, love, and blessing. And as Jamaican would say, one love, my sister, one love. God bless you. God bless your home. God bless your country. See you. See you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you hear it right here. I want to thank you all for tuning in to this episode of The Question, where your host, Verona Willis, is saying, your time is now. Why not go out there and do what you need to do? It's time to inspire yourself. Inspire come from inside. Work on your inside and self-motivate yourself and create the greatness that you are created to be. The question is, are you free enough emotionally, mentally, to create greatness? If not, you have the opportunity to do just that. I want to thank each and every one of you to tune in. Those who tune in on the live is right there. If you're tuning on the live, you're in the live audience. If when you watch this, you do not see live, simply mean you will be watching the replay. Hashtag replay and let us know what is it that you gather from this episode. As I sign off, I say God bless you. Keep up the good work. Whatever work you're working on, don't shy away. Just know that your story, your work, your book, your work in progress is welcome here. Thank you, Lavon. Thank you, Miriam, for tuning in. And I hope to see you on the next episode of The Question. Oh, just to let you know, there will be a special episode tomorrow. See you then. Have yourself a good night.